Welcome. Thanks for joining us. Diamond Dynasty Baseball on tap tonight. It's Montreal taking on New York. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Now it's the second baseman, Alfonso Soriano.
The second baseman, Alfonso Soriano.
And a pitch. Now fly ball to right center. Mantle hauls it in, and there's one away. Here's Juan Soto.
Batting second.
You know, Boog, as a 20-year-old, this guy hit 2 home runs in the World Series. And the only players younger than Soto to hit World Series home runs are Andrew Jones, Miguel Cabrera, and Mickey Mantle.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Drops into the glove. 2 away now. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the center fielder, Tony Gwynn. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs. Out to short, Mondesi. Tosses to first. That ends the frame. Now it's the shortstop, Adalberto Mondesi. And he's currently the team leader in batting average, Chris. And the pitch.
Mondesi.
That one at triple digits.
0-1.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
0-2.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So digging in, Mickey Mantle. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
1 out, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1-2.
Well, that's today's style of baseball right there, right? Big time velo on the bump and big time pop at the plate.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Two on the way. Cold strike 3 on the fastball, and that ran back over the inner half. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Hank Aaron. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. And there's a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Looks really sharp at the start of this one. This is how it's going to be today. It's going to be a tough one for this lineup.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. The pitch. Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start. Top of the second. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Ellie De La Cruz. De La Cruz getting to start at shortstop, 22 years old. And he was born in the Dominican Republic. Ford back to work.
That's a ball.
I think it's very important to establish the inside part of the plate early. Sets the tone for the rest of the game.
And now the lefty. And that one hammered Jenkins. Going back. Pulls it in on the warning track. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate.
George Springer.
And a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Way out front for strike two.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Castro sends it to first. That takes care of Springer. Two outs, base is empty.
The third baseman,
Willie Mays will hit next.
Willie Mays.
And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. Two outs, base is empty. He swings and fouls one off. And it's down on strikes. And it's a 3-up. And we're back.
Leading
Bottom of the second. At the plate, Pudge Rodriguez.
Ivan Rodriguez.
Here comes a pitch. And
One
that's
ball,
a check
no
swing
strike.
at a ball in the dirt. Ball one.
That pitch wasn't even close, and they still got a check swing out of it. He's going to have to make an adjustment and make it fast.
And that one finds its way through. So a man on base to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
No ball.
John
One strike.
Mattingly, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike one. That one in triple digits.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Swings and misses, one away.
Batting sixth.
Here's the left fielder, Walker Jenkins.
Jenkins.
Foul ball there. Rodriguez stands at first with one out. Swing and a miss. That one at 101.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
The second baseman.
Here's Trevor Story.
Story.
In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Bottom half of inning number 2. Soto really on his horse for it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that ends the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the DH, William Contreras.
William Contreras.
The wind of the pitch. That's in there. And that's strike one.
You know, this group of hitters definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
On the ground, out to short. Mondesi fires over to first. And a quick out, number 1. Jorge Posada now at the plate. The switch hitter batting right.
Posada.
Ball. 1-0.
And a pitch. Strike one.
1-1.
And a
No,
good eye
that missed.
there.
That's a ball.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Next
Strike
offering
two.
in there for a strike. 2-2.
2-2's the count.
High fly ball out to center field. Story sizing this one up and makes the grab. 2 down. So up next. Mark McGuire. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
0 balls, 1 strike.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
He was
0-2.
really trying to stay back for something off speed. That's why he was so tardy on that swing.
Swung on, belted. And that is that. Back here at the friendly confines as we go to the last of the third. This is Willie Castro. The pitch. Just
That's the ball.
missed.
Outside.
Swings through that one for strike one.
1-1.
Swing and a miss, and 1-0-2 on the radar gun. And the righty deals. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one. And here is Jorge Posada. Late swing, foul to the left. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
No balls.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Now this one's crushed down the line. Hooking, foul ball. Still tied at 0, last of the third. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. Back to the top of the lineup. Adalberto Mondesi up to the plate. He was a strikeout victim his first time. That one misses, and it's 1-0. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
1-1.
The pitch. And now 1-2.
1-2.
Ducks and misses. It's a strikeout. Back here at Wrigley Field as we go to the top of the fourth. Here's a big power threat. Alfonso Soriano. Ellie De La Cruz into the game, and he'll feature a hard slider to work off his fastball. And a pitch. And that one fouled off. Late on that fastball.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Now batting, The right
Juan
fielder.
Soto now.
Juan
Fly to left his
Soto.
first time. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-1.
Good eye
Ball
right
inside.
there. One down, base is empty. Drilled to right, way back there, and that is gone. A gigantic blast. And that gives them a lead. It's 1-0. Digging in, Tony Gwynn. And that one is lifted in the air. On the move. But it's the shortstop that gets there. 2 down. On the north side of Chicago,
shortstop.
John Sciambi and Chris Singleton.
De La
And now the
Cruz.
shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz.
Hey,
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
0-1.
Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. And it's in time for the third out, so that'll end the inning. Now it's the power
Leading
speed
off for
combo.
the bat,
Mickey Mantle
the
struck
center
out
fielder,
looking in his first at
Mickey
bat.
Mantle.
The wind and the pitch. And that one sliced foul.
Well, these guys just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They've gone down on strikes at a high rate today, so it's probably time to simplify the approach and just find ways to put the ball in play.
Slides, but it gets by him. Makes the turn and heads for second. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
And here is Hank Aaron. Bunts it in the air. And
That's
that's
a foul ball.
just foul.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
The pitch. That one at triple digits.
Just couldn't get that one down, and it's really just about catching the ball with the bat.
And that bunt goes foul. It's a strikeout. Here's some real power at the plate. Pudge Rodriguez. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And that
That's a
one
ball.
a little below the knees. Ball 1. Man at second. There's
Yeah,
a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss, and 102
1 and
on
2.
the radar gun. And the right-hander deals.
He's
Got
caught.
him swinging. It's a strikeout. Some high cheese for strike 3. Don
The first
Mattingly
baseman,
getting
number
ready to hit.
23.
Struck out swinging his
Don
first time.
Mattingly.
He was late there. Strike 1.
Good
No
pitch
balls,
right
1
there.
strike.
Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
1-1.
In the dirt, but kept close. And it's a ball and a strike as the runner holds. Inside move to second. Two outs. Clips the corner, and it's 1 and 2.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
And another ball.
That's a really good take.
Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. The high heat, too much on that one. Here at Wrigley Field, now at the plate, George Springer.
The left fielder, George Springer.
The right-hander back to work. Into the outfield, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Throw is high and over his head.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's gonna find some holes.
Now a chance for Willie Mays. And a bunt towards third. Off balance feed. There's one. Over to first. Safe. And now it's William Contreras. Grounded out to short in his first trip.
Contreras.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
Gets the bunt down the right side. Mattingly. They put the tag on him and he gets the job done. Here's Jorge Posada now with a man in scoring position. 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Posada.
Now before the pitch, he looks him back. And that is cut on and missed. 0-1.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches. And
he's out. And they got him. That ends the inning. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the fifth. And now, Walker Jenkins.
Walker Jenkins.
Skeens back to work. Fought off foul. The wind of the pitch. A little out front there as he swings through it.
0-2.
The pitch. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out.
Now batting.
Looks like he's picked up right where he left off. Trevor Story comes up to the plate. Flied to right his first time. Story measures 6 feet 2 inches, 23 years old. Usually a shortstop, but today he's starting at second base. Kicks and deals. Foul back our way, and that's out of play.
Well, the one thing he'll find is that a lot of the time the play is to your back. You're moving to your right. You've got to throw back to first base. That's the difference between shortstop and second. You're usually moving into the play at shortstop. Second base, not so
Now
much.
batting.
So 2 down now, and here is Willie Castro. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. That one ran inside, almost got him. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
1-1.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
And it's strike 2.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back here at the friendly confines. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Now it's going to be Jorge Posada. De La Cruz back to work. Swing and a miss as he was late.
0 balls, 1 strike.
And the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
The first baseman, number 25.
So digging in, Mark McGwire. He's 0 for 1.
Not a lot of people know this, but this isn't the only Wrigley Field in MLB history. You know, when the league expanded and added the Los Angeles Angels in 1961, they played their first season at a stadium in L.A. called Wrigley Field, which had been the home of the minor league team of the same name.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's the second out.
Now batting.
Here's the second baseman, Alfonso
Soriano.
That's in for a strike at 95, and it's 0-1. Big swing and a miss.
All right, there's number 8, 1 away.
Hit in the air, right field. Aaron gets under it, makes the play, and it's out number 3. Back here at Wrigley Field, now it's
the designated hitter, Jorge.
the DH, Jorge Posada.
Now pitching, Pedro Martinez.
The wide to kick the pitch. And a swing and a miss there.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
And a swing and a miss.
A little anxious, a little aggressive early in the count. Too much for me.
Chases that one out of the zone. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Now batting.
So the batting order turns over. And now the big time power threat at Alberto Mondesi. Squares, pushes at it, misses it. It's a strike. It's 0-1. Puts a bunt down. Throws to first. They get him, but it was pretty close. Mickey Mantle, the next to hit. 1 for 2.
Mickey Mantle.
And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits. And downstairs.
1-1.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1-2.
Just a little too quick on that front shoulder, front hip, front foot. Everything comes open. No way.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down. 1, 2, 3. A new arm into the game. The righty, Nolan Ryan.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
The right fielder.
Well, one-run game, and now it's Juan Soto. And he deals. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Now, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
Close, but called a ball. And now it's even 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Swings and misses. 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3. Tony Gwynn will hit next.
Gwynn.
And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Check swing, no appeal.
That's big right there, being able to check your swing. Think about the count swing. Instead of 0-2, he's sitting 1-1 against a really good arm.
Next offering is in for a strike. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Ellie De La Cruz.
Ellie De La Cruz.
And that one fouled off. Two down, nobody on. The shortstop takes the ball. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Dives. What a play. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 7th. And now the right fielder, Hank Aaron.
Aaron.
And a pitch. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Looking to get the tying run on base. Mays tosses across the first. 1 up, 1 down. Here's the catcher, Pudge Rodriguez.
That's a huge defensive play in the late Stages of the game, it might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Fastball in for a strike, 0-1. And fouled off. Holding on to a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. Got him swinging for the K. Slider got him for strike 3.
Now batting.
So up next, John Mattingly, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Mattingly.
Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
0 balls, 1 strike.
That one's in there. And it's 0-2.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
And here it comes. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a. We go to the 8th. Here's George Springer to start it off.
The left fielder, George Springer.
The pitch. There's a swing and a miss. Ryan, a righty that throws with power. He features a 4-seam fastball, a curve, a changeup, and he works in a sinker. Late on that fastball.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Now the third baseman, Willie Mays. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. Hit on the ground to the right side. The tag, and he's out. Next to hit, William Contreras.
The designated hitter.
He is a talented player. His big brother Wilson has voiced that his little brother may end up being better than he is.
And it's fouled away. Mattingly brings it in for the 3rd out.
Now pitching, Dylan.
Bottom of the inning. Now the left fielder, Walker Jenkins.
For the bat, the left fielder, Walker Jenkins.
As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. Little chopper rolls foul.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Oh, 1 now. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
I'd say that stayed in the tunnel for a long time. No chance of even fouling it off.
That misses.
1-2.
And that is ball 1.
This hitter's been seeing good velocity in the at-bat. It's kind of set up for that changeup. He hasn't seen it yet.
Had him way out front of the slur. Here's Trevor Story now. He provides a surprising amount of pop from the second base position.
Listen, that's not something to take lightly. Getting that kind of production from the guys up the middle, it's not a strength of most lineups.
And that's off the inside edge. 1-0. And what does that do for a team when you get power from unexpected spots like that?
When you're in the dugout and you see a guy come up big like that you don't necessarily expect it, it just energizes that entire team.
Next
Ball.
offering upstairs. Wouldn't
Ball.
chase that time.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
Full count.
One down, base is empty. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Throw to first, out.
That's an out.
2 away now after the drop third strike.
Now batting.
Here's the third baseman, Willie Castro.
Willie
Corner infielders guarding the lines,
Castro.
trying to prevent extra bases. Swing
Nice
and a
one.
miss.
No balls. 1 strike.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Very
0-2.
solid inning on the mound so far here in the 8th. Holding on to this narrow lead. This is exactly what they were looking for.
Gets it to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. And we're back.
Leading
All
off
set
for
to start the
Montreal,
9th in this one.
the catcher,
And now the switch hitting
Jorge
catcher, Jorge Posada.
Posada.
And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss at 100
No ball,
miles an
2 strikes.
hour. Got it by him for the K. So digging in, Mark McGuire. First
That's the
pitch
ball.
misses. Just
Nope, ball.
missed. The wind to kick the 2-0. 101 on the gun, swing and a miss.
2-1.
Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So the lineup flips over. Now it's the second baseman, Alfonso Soriano. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the 9th, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
It's 0-1.
And he chases a high fastball there.
He's in a
No
great
ball,
spot
2
right
strikes.
here. Ahead in the count 0-2. All 4 pitches in play right here, partner.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. 2 outs. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup. Back here at the friendly
Now
confines. And now the
Eric
DH, Jorge Posada. The pitch. And that one fouled off. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-2.
That one
That's the ball.
misses, and it's 1-2.
Pretty standard
1-2.
high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart.
3.
Got him swinging.
The batter, the shortstop.
He's 2 outs away.
Alberto.
Now here is Adalberto
Mondesi.
Mondesi. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. A
0-1.
1-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. 0-2 now as he swings
0-2.
through it.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
And
1 ball,
that
2
one
strikes.
is in the dirt. And the count 1-2. And
Nope,
there's a ball.
that's in.
Right-handed reliever. Not
Count
even
full.
close there. And the count's full. Trying to close out a one-run lead here in the last half of inning number 9. Ball
that's
4,
ball
he
4, runner
walked
taking
in.
base.
And that'll keep the line
Now
moving.
batting.
Well, that
Center
right there
fielder,
could end up being a big
Mickey
walk in this game. He's certainly a threat on the bases, especially with them looking to tie this thing up.
Mondesi on the move.
Yeah, what?
Pitch in for a strike.
Hey,
You got to be
clean it
careful
up.
with a guy like this at the plate. Stealing second may eliminate him from getting really good pitches to hit. Now they can work around him with first base open. So got to roll the dice here and hope that he gets something to
0-2.
hit.
The next offering misses. 1-2 the count.
These fans, they are ready to cheer about something.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And they're down to their last
Now
out.
batting. Right
So
fielder.
2 down now. And here is Hank Aaron. Trying to deliver as the hero. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. So the tying run at second. Runner takes off for third. Cut on and miss. No throw.
No ball. 2
Save
strikes.
at third. It's a stolen base. Gagne is just 1 strike away.
1-2.
Way upstairs. Now 1-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And this one is over with the tying run stranded just 90 feet away.
Well, this one was all about the pitching and defense. Outstanding job of the pitchers, really attacking hitters.
Fans are